High 861, low 803, average 847. Impact velocity 836 feet per second.
What we're seeing, looking at the clear gel with the white background, we see a couple of specks of black indicating some minor fragmentation as the bullet expanded. Maximum expansion, in other words, the maximum width of wound channel is happening right at the 4-inch mark. You can see the wound channel shrinks even though the bullet face remains fully expanded. And that's because the bullet starts to run out of energy. It stretches the block less, causes less stretch damage. What you're seeing is the actual permanent damage in the block, just caused by the width of the hollow point itself as it traveled down through the block. This was interesting. As the bullet reached its maximum depth penetration of 11.5 inches, as the block compressed back or shrank after expansion, the bullet actually flipped 180 degrees. So everybody tells you to measure your penetration depth based on final resting place, which is right at about 10.25 inches to the base of the bullet. But in reality, I think that bullet face actually came closer to 11.5 prior to the block shrinking back and flipping the bullet back on itself down the wound channel all the way back to 10.25 inches. Changing over to the high contrast background, we can really get a look at the stretch damage that was done and permanent damage that was done to the block within the 1 to 2 inch mark. Expansion is quite impressive. Again, the maximum wound channel happens about the 4-inch mark, so between 1 and 4 inches the bullet is going through its expansion process. And then the bullet settles down, continues down, causing stretch damage, not cutting. We don't expect to see cutting damage with a non-jacketed lead hollow point. And again, the bullet comes to rest at 10.25 inches, facing completely backwards, but again, I have to believe it actually penetrated probably pretty close to 3/4 to an inch deeper before the block compressed and then spun the bullet back down the wound channel. Again, that may be due to its pure lead nature without some jacket to grip into the block. It may just be squeezed back down through the wound channel.